Phoenix, Arizona, the destination for the Kings. The ultimate game changer on defense, Rudy Gobert looking to make his presence felt as they get amped up for their contest against the Suns. Kings, Suns, up next on 2K Sports. And we've been waiting for them. And here's what Phoenix is scheduled.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForge, in the sidelines as well. Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Friday, they'll be taking on Lauri Markkanen and the Utah Jazz. Then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that game against Chicago, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take to the floor, and they want to get off to a quick start.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Reza Shea is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Daniels. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. And for Phoenix, Brooks plays the 4 with Williams stepping in at the 5. They're going with Booker and Allen on the wings. And it's Gillespie in at the 1 spot. Oh, there's hope in the smell of hardwood in the air, Tim, which means it's time to tip off a new NBA season.
Yeah, Kevin, the excitement is in the air because it counts starting tonight. We heard all the previews, new faces, new places. We're through the preseason. Now we finally get to see how it's going to play out.
So glad you've joined us. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It is great to be here, Kevin. Can't wait.
5 to shoot. Reza Shea finds Jaquez. That one's off. He starts the game with the miss. Booker the pass to Gillespie. One-on-one here. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Allen. Pass to Williams. Kicks it out to Allen. From deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Allen's got the first bucket of the night, a 3-pointer for the Suns. And it's Sacramento's ball. It's a 3-point game. And, of course, game 1 of the season gives them their first real look at Phoenix.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And we've got our 2. UK insider Shams Charania on the line. Shams, what's the story?
As a veteran player that's seeking championship contention, DeMar DeRozan is on the move from the Sacramento Kings, and both sides work together on figuring out a new destination for him. So DeRozan, a perennial all-star caliber player, a high-level scorer, he is now moving on elsewhere.
A new beginning. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. Last season, he played outstanding. Put up about 15 points per, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
Yeah, controlling the boards helps your team in so many ways. You get those extra possessions. You can dictate the flow of the game, things like that.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Now here's Brooks. A fadeaway. Gobert pulls it in.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
And now a developing story in the NBA. Let's now go live to Shams Charania, who is checking in with the details. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks, Kevin. Right now, the story is with Sacramento as the Kings front office is executing early season deals. They add one of the greatest defenders in NBA history, Rudy Gobert. Instantly, this team is so much harder to score on. Rudy is the premier rim protector in the league. And offensively, Gobert is so efficient. He adds a vertical dimension to this attack.
Thank you, Shams. Great to hear from you as always. Here's Reza Shea after the Suns pick up 2. Beyond the arc, Brooks grabs the board. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Suns. To the paint, here's Williams. And the slam by Williams.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The Kings trail by 4. Ball sets a screen for Reza Shea. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And his team really being impacted by the fact that nothing is falling for him right now.
Daniels with the steal. Jaquez the pass the ball. Now Reza Shea looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And finished off by Gobert.
And the slam. If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Gillespie, the pass to Williams. Now Brooks. 12 seconds left in the first. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
And that does it for the first quarter. Suns ahead, up by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Dunn is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Bouye in at the 1. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
With his athleticism, Green plays a lot bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
And, Greg, you watch Jalen Green, so much upside potential.
Yeah, he can be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Kings are great offensively, but looking for continued improvement on the other end. Head coach Doug Christie said, defensively, what I'm asking them to do, the level of intensity, is difficult. I want you to play so hard that you you raise your hand and say, quote, I need to come out of the game, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Sacramento making some changes. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Johnson. Tyson Daniels comes in for Jonas. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Dillingham. Now here's Booker. Scoreless thus far.
And that's part of why Booker is a real problem for defenses. He uses that mid-range, and it makes you have to cover all parts of the floor.
Here's Diabate.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Allen. Inside, here's Iguodala.
Everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
The Kings trail by 4. Here's Diabate. Ball kicks to Jones. And here's Daniels, defended by Booker. Ball no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Down low. And that one's good. Iguodala's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Dillon Brooks, he's checked in for Dunn. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Kings. And when we look at this Suns team, Tim, over the last few seasons, what's the first word that comes to mind for you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say underachievement. You think back to 2021, 2 wins away from an NBA title. They made some swing for the fences type of decisions, and, well, it just didn't pan out.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
The Suns making a change here. Williams is checked in. Zachary Risacher is checked in for the Kings. Now here's Brooks. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Second chance effort, and Williams lays it in. Williams has got 6 points.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Ball dishes to Daniels. 1:36 left to play in the first half. 6 to shoot to the inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And you can tell Risacher has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
Now here's Booker. Williams, a screen on Daniel. It's stolen by Gobert. And now here comes Daniel. Leading the break. Good D by Booker.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the dunk by Brooks.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Here's Risacher. Allen defending. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Here's Gillespie. Nothing on the board. Booker outside. There's the screen. The three-pointer, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Daniels passes to Jaquez. High post, Gobert. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the wing right side. Allen finds Brooks. Three-pointer. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this.
4 players involved to get this one across the front office desks. Fellas, who's the biggest impact player here? And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Suns.
I know my partner here. Appreciate.
And that's a halftime wrap.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Rudy Gobert with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, you're going to have to adjust the way you're defending him. He is getting whatever he wants right at the rim.
On the court right now for the Kings, we've got Jaime Jaquez, Lonzo Ball out there with Daniels. And it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Reza Shea in at the small forward position. And Booker kicks to Allen. To the paint. And Williams with the stuff.
Well, Allen mostly known for his shooting, but he's showing you right there. He can move the ball.
Coming up next, from the Golden One Center in California's capital city, Sacramento, the Jazz taking on the Kings. For Utah, a loss in their opening game. They're laser focused now on winning that first one tonight. Kings, Jazz, it's next. Happy Friday night, everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill. And a quick look at how the Sacramento Kings schedule is shaping up. Sunday, they'll be matching up with LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And you know, for that matchup with the Bulls, it's the second game of a back-to-back. So you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
The starters for Utah, Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. Then it's Bailey. Then there's Keontae George. And it's Sensabaugh in at the shooting guard position. And for Sacramento, Dyson Daniels out there with Lonzo Ball. Then there's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Johnson in at the 3. And the Jazz with possession. And Grant, after last season, a new front office taking over in Sacramento, trying to get them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, and after ending their record-breaking postseason drought in 2023, the last 2 years have seen the Kings again outside the playoffs. They're restless to get back there in the mix.
Ball passes to Daniels. Johnson on the wing. From the arc. Drains the triple.
You can see no hesitation on the catch by Cam Johnson. This is why he's on the floor, folks.
They set the pick. From 8 feet away, shot's good by Sensabaugh.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Doug Christie gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said, we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Markkanen against Jaquez. Clock at 6. And that one's good. Markkanen.
Get the ball and go to work. Markkanen using his size to great effect inside.
Ball against George. Ball passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, PA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And dialing into our broadcast remotely, I'm told we have Shams Charania here with a special report. Shams, take it away.
Thanks, Brian. Right now, the story is with Sacramento as the Kings front office is executing early season deals. They focused on landing Jaime Jaquez Jr. for reasons beyond his stats and stylish dunks. People in the organization tell me it's his commitment to winning and the incredible effort he puts out on the floor. That's why this team felt like they needed him. He was the guy to add.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. George against Johnson. Ball outside. 1:36 left in the first quarter here. Gobert passes to Ball. Shoots over Bailey. Ball no good.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
That one goes. Count it.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And some changes here for the Kings. Risacher, he's checked in for Daniels, and Yakachonis subbed in for Ball. Then for Utah, Filipowski comes in for Bailey, and it's Collier in for Sensabaugh. The Kings lead by 3. Pass to Jaquez. Down low. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Here's George. Markkanen outside. The 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
The 3 from Risacher. Kessler with a rebound. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Collier. George scanning the floor. Now Markkanen over Johnson. Misses off the left iron.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
On the wing, Risacher. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And that does it for the first quarter. Sacramento on top. They lead by 7. It's 2 after this. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
We got Risache. He's out there with Yakuchonis. And it's Diabate in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team. And Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value. Those smaller, scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world. Perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. Three-pointer. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Outside Risache. It's stolen by Nurkic. In transition, here come the Jazz. Now here's Filipowski. Tightly guarded. Nurkic, a screen on Williams. Just 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. For 3, Collier. The offensive rebound. A nice shot by Filipowski.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And this is the first season matchup for him against this Utah team.
They'll be looking to impose their will against this team, something they couldn't achieve last year.
Taking a look at last year's stats. Here were the players that led the way in terms of steals. Dyson Daniels on top.
And we saw how effective he was on defense last season. Taking pride in mucking things up and being an absolute pest, grabbing all those steals.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. To the inside. And that's a foul called on Walker Kessler. That's his first foul. Daniels right side. Ball outside. 6 on the shot clock. Picked by Gobert. Launches it. Utah grabs the miss. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it. Wow, facing a huge size disadvantage, he goes fearless to the rack. Great athleticism and body control.
How about Dyson Daniels, Grant? Last season, leading the league in steals.
Well, averaging over 3 a game. That mark hadn't been met in over 3 decades, BA. in the process, Tomasi earning the nickname the Great Barrier Thief. Not bad.
He tries for three. Collier, no good. And it's Daniels with the ball for the Kings. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Sensabaugh. His last outing, we saw him score 13. That one's good for 2.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Johnson with it. He's got 5. Inside. Pass to Diabate. Ball outside. It's hauled in by Collier. The Jazz have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. To the left wing. Markkanen with a screen on ball. Oh, look at the pin with the finish. Lauri Markkanen.
Markkanen finishes that with authority. Look out below.
Pass to Daniels. Johnson on the wing. Lets it go. Here's Diabate. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
Now Johnson. To the paint. Here's Gobert. No good with a layup. It's all tied in Sacramento. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. 19.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Checking out the Kings. They lost the first game, but that's in the rear view. Time to man up.
Well, nobody has all the answers early on. Just fix the mistakes you can and keep getting better, please.
And talking about our game, Rudy Gobert has been dominant in that first half.
You like how he's attacking on the interior, going after those high-quality looks. I mean, they tried to hassle him defensively, but to no avail.
Yeah, many of his points came in heavy traffic, something he better get used to. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Rudy Gobert really making a difference here.
Well, he really outdid himself in that first half. Stepped up and gave them a big lift.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
Well, the Jazz shooting around 53%, a nice number. And on lottery night, the Utah Jazz sliding back to the 5th pick, Doris.
BA, I know for the fan base, obviously that's disappointing. Everybody wants the top pick, or they're hoping for at least a top 3 pick. But here's the key for the Utah Jazz. They have put in place an organization of leadership that will make good decisions over a span of time. This isn't a one draft wonder. This is about building out over time and getting a sustainable roster.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. Then there's Keontae George. Then it's Bailey. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2-guard spot. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Playing to his strength. Gobert inside.
You love the touch from Rudy Gobert. He's put a ton of work into his offensive game.
On offense, here's Utah. Pass to Sensabaugh. Jacks up a three. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Daniels. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Daniels has got his first basket.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Back to you, Brian.
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Pass to Gobert. Outside Jaquez. Lets it go from deep. The putback. Oh, Gobert! Right there on the putback.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
And here's Markkanen. Markkanen with a screen on Daniels. Back to Markkanen. Pass to Bailey. Shot clock at 6. For 3, George. Offensive rebound. Kessler, no good.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Here's Gobert. Oh, Gobert rocking the rim.
Well, this is obviously a bonus when Rudy Gobert gets hot like this. Might as well keep feeding the big man.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. They trail by 6. Grant, I think it's safe to say Cam Johnson has really hit his stride lately.
Absolutely, B.A. He's seizing the opportunities he's been given, taking and making more shots, dropping more dimes. He's reaching another level of his game. It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
To the inside. Here's Gobert. Oh, Kessler with the block.
Boy, there is a reason this guy has led the league in blocks. Walker Kessler sent it back.
George goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. George has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Getting ready for the Kings. Diabate's checked in for Gobert. Strus comes in for Johnson. Risache, he's checked in for Daniels. And Yakachonis subbed in for Ball. A minute 9 left to play in the 3rd quarter here. And there's a pick to the paint. Here's Diabate, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Nice pass by Risache. You can already see he has a high basketball IQ.
Pass to Nurkic. Now here's Filipowski. For 3, Collier. Risache with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Down low. Here's Diabate, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jusuf Nurkic picks one up.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
Sacramento shooting their first foul shots of the night.
Diabate taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Johnson, he's checked in for Jaquez. And Utah with a change here too. Markkanen's checked in. No good on the second free throw. Jazz trail by 7. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Launches a 3. The three-pointer is true from Markkanen.
You have got to be willing to close when Markkanen is out on the perimeter. His shot will punish you because it's a sweet shooting stroke.
Here's Jakučionis, and he hits the jump shot. Jakučionis has got his second basket, and so it's Sacramento with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Max Strus is out there with Johnson. Then it's Zachary Risacher. Then there's Jakučionis. And it's Diabate in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Pass to Filipowski. There's the screen. Here's Collier. From deep three-point land. It's not going to go for him. Here's Jakučionis. And here's Risacher. Clock at 4. Pass to Jakučionis. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Jazz trail by 8. Markkanen outside. Here's Collier. Throws it up high. It's stolen by Johnson. Diabate's shot is good. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Sacramento.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Making a change here. Gobert's checked in. Then for Utah, Kessler, he's checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. And Mikhailuk subbed in for Collier. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Markkanen outside. Pass to Kessler. The 3 is up. Rebound by Sacramento. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Yakachonis. Back to Johnson. Here's Gobert. Now Johnson. Fires away from outside. Oh, no good. Johnson against Markkanen. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now Kessler. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
Yeah, Kessler right in that restricted area. Good finish.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Sacramento, Rudy Gobert. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Gobert.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
And he makes both free throws.
Rudy Gobert, throughout his career, has done 2 things. Double-double threat. He's going to rebound it consistently and play great defense. That rim protection is real.
Kessler, a screen on Jaquez. He's off from 3.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Takes a 3. George is there for the rebound. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter. It's Jaquez on the wing. George defending. Here's Johnson. Outside ball.
And it's been interesting watching Ball find his place in the league. He's done a good job improving his game and focusing on the things he does best.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he sinks the second. Jazz trail by 11. Now Markkanen. Cleared away by Jaquez. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Kings.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Rudy Gobert.
The aspect of his game that stood out to me was his work on the glass. He was absolutely relentless.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Lonzo, 10-footer is good.
I like watching Ball be assertive on offense, especially looking for a shot from the mid-range.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Please get home safe.
I'm here now with Rudy Gobert. A big night for you offensively. What was working for you out there?
I just keep working every day to try to improve. And it's also, I feel like my teammates are really looking for me. And I just got to make the right play most of the time.
You've earned their trust. Thanks, Rudy.
All right, thanks, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Rudy Gobert.